Hello and welcome to the 23rd episode of Fractured Kingdom. If you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe and click the bell to get a notification every time we put out a new video. Also, I have more inspiration dice to hand out. For everybody's terrific role-playing these last couple of intense games, I'm giving all of you an inspiration die.
Alright, we'll take it.
Now, let's jump right into the recap of last episode, and there's a lot to recap. So, last we left off, the Crown Skull learned their ward Ema, whose mind was being attacked by the astral hive mind known as the Nightmare Collective, lost control of her pyromancer powers in the city of Anatoli and killed several people before running away. The party tracked her down, but someone impersonating Ori teleported away with her. The party then teleported to Lux, hoping the cleric Varole could scry on Ema. In the meantime, Ash had a meeting with Trip, the guildmaster of the Black Rose Thieves Guild, who requested to be kept informed of the party's whereabouts. Trip also offered Ash full membership into the guild if the party stopped the mysterious cult of the Archdemon of Shadow Umbra after a cultist tried to infiltrate the guild. After Ori and Mari questioned Ash's true intentions with the guild, everyone began a long rest, but then Ori was pulled into a dream by her former stepmother Ursa Fa Dreth. Ursa revealed that Ori, like her birth mother Aurora before her, was chosen to survive in the supposed paradise that would be created after Umbra cleansed the land. Ori declined the offer and was then killed in her dream by Umbra, causing her to wake up. That next morning, Varole tried to scry on both Ema and Ursa, but both times his scrying was blocked. Their last lead, an address given to Ash from the guild, revealed that the Cult of Tashan had actually attacked an Umbra safehouse, and members of both cults were tied up courtesy of the pitfighter Kia in search of Revaan, a Tashan cultist who had interest in Ema's powers. Ori interrogated an Umbra cultist and learned the location of Ursa's Underdark lair was outside of Anatoli, before Ori uncharacteristically killed the cultist, leaving her rapier stabbed through the cultist's heart before magically summoning a new rapier. The party then informed Lux's lawmaster Sheth what they learned of Ursa, and the orc agreed to let the party once again use a teleportation circle to quickly teleport back to Anatoli. And now, in the late morning of the 22nd of Sunpeak, the party and the lawmaster Sheth just make it to Lux's armoury when a Kingsman comes running up behind all of them, yelling for Sheth while holding Ori's old rapier. Sheth will step aside for a moment. After the Kingsman looks over at the party for a second, the Kingsman whispers something to Sheth. After about 20 seconds of whispering, Sheth will simply nod his head. After the Kingsman runs away, Sheth will look over towards you, Ori, and ask, "May I have a word with you in private?"
Certainly.
Sheth will walk over around the corner next to the armory.
Okay, I'll follow him.
Ori sees that Sheth was given Ori's old rapier, and as Sheth holds it, he'll look over at you, Ori, and say, "I've been told that not only did the cultists left alive take quite a beating, but this rapier was put through the heart of a woman whose throat was already slit."
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, in my experience, someone only does something like that if they want to send a message.
Well,
what message
I don't
exactly
know
are you
whose
trying to
body.
send?
I don't know whose. I didn't expect anyone relevant to find the body. It was more catharsis.
So then I take it the misfortune you mentioned in regards to the woman Ursa, I take it it's a little bit more than just a simple misfortune.
Yes, it's fairly personal.
As Sheth waits a moment, staring at you, Ori, he'll then
Look,
say,
I already told you that that she's in charge of this cult, and my sister and I have been marked by this cult as like some kind of chosen leaders or something. I'm not entirely clear, but chosen by the cult for whatever messed up stuff this Umbra wants. I'm obviously not cooperating all that much, so I've not been given like all the details.
Sheth will then say, "And are you cooperating with me?"
I thought so.
Look, it's personal. You don't want to talk about it. I get that. But if you do end up needing my help, I will need to know what I need to know.
What I told you, what more do you need to know that's not just painful details for me? Besides that, I know the woman leading the Cult of Umbra, and the Umbra cult wants my sister and I and her as some form of leadership for their second paradise. I'm pretty sure I told you all that already, pretty much. Anything else is just salt in the wound and irrelevant.
Make a persuasion check, Ori. Sheth will look at you for another moment, Ori, and then he'll say, look, I've seen many people, many good people, not just Kingsmen, but others, lose their reputation and themselves through vendettas and anger. Don't make that same mistake.
Ori pauses. It's not, and I think she's like thinking about his words, and is like, I appreciate the concern, and I will keep your words in mind. I mean, but truly, I don't think I'm withholding any pertinent information from you right now.
Okay. Sheth will then walk back towards the rest of the party, and after the two Kingsmen up front give Sheth a salute, Sheth will lead the party back into the armory and down through the halls in the basement and the lower levels, and eventually lead the party to a familiar-looking room holding a teleportation circle.
Back again.
After the party, knowing the drill, steps onto the teleportation circle, all of them one by one appears in a similar room inside the armory in Anatoli. As everyone steps through, the party sees the same two Kingsmen who were standing guard the last time, a female half-elf and a male dwarf. As all of them step through, the dwarf will roll his eyes once again.
You're gonna fall out of your head one day, if you keep doing that.
The dwarf will stand in front of the door leading out of the room with his arms crossed. As he looks up at you, Ori, he says, you shouldn't take advantage of us.
I think that's up to Sheth to decide if we're taking advantage or not you. Thank you for your service.
Make an intimidation check, Ori.
As we walk by.
Oh.
The dwarf will say, Sheth doesn't run things in Anatoli. And half-elf will say, oh, come on, Tord, just let it go. After the dwarf, who's apparently named Tord, continues in icy glare towards Ori, he will eventually step to the side and let the party walk out. After two Kingsmen outside the room lead the party through the armory, the party steps out into the city streets in the late morning on the 22nd of Sunpeak.
So should we go find this hideout?
Yeah, you can follow me.
Let's get right to it.
It's supposedly northwest of town.
What time of the day is it? Have we had a long rest?
You have not had a long rest since your last session. I'd say it's around 11 right now. Now you guys finished a long rest and then went to the cultist safehouse last game. That still happened that happened earlier this morning.
As we're walking, I just want to say, will his eyes really fall out of his head? I should like to see that.
I guess I don't know for sure, but he does. If anyone's eyes did fall out of their head from rolling, it would probably be his. Maybe they could use some encouragement. Probably wouldn't take too much to knock him out.
Can we stay and watch?
No, we have more important things. Ori will describe what she saw to Ash, because she has the information, but he's better at navigation in the wilderness. So hopefully together we can figure something out.
Ash, make a survival check with advantage as Ori is describing the entrance.
Oh yeah!
With Ori's help, Ash is quickly able to find the hidden entrance into the Underdark caverns. As the party is making their way through, the party sees two distinct trees which appear to have both grown at an angle, forming an X, and hidden in bushes underneath both of them is indeed the somewhat small hole, but everyone is able to climb through down underground. As they do, everyone eventually is able to stand up inside a dark tunnel that's roughly 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide, although it does grow a little bit smaller and wider as you look through. And as the party is looking down into the tunnel appears to slope downwards slightly as it continues further underground.
I am going to cast Armor of Agathis at 2nd level.
Was there anything else the party would like to do before they begin their trek through the caverns?
No.
Nope, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Unless anyone wants me to divine sense or anything.
Actually, I'm gonna. It's only 1 minute, maybe not. Never mind. That's all I want to do for right now. What's the range of divine sense again? 30 feet?
60.
Right. I mean, because that's what I was kind of thinking about casting detect thoughts and like searching for thoughts, but I'm wondering if it's more worth, for a little bit later when we're farther down the tunnel. I don't know.
Yeah. I've got 4 uses of divine sense, so I'll do one now and then a little later, like as we're walking around.
Standing at the beginning of this large tunnel, Mari uses divine sense, and focusing in around you, you do not sense the presence of any celestial fiend or undead.
Well, let's dive in.
Yeah.
The party begins the trek through the tunnels. As they do, the party sees there are not any branching tunnels, but the tunnel does continue on in a somewhat spiral pattern as they travel further and further underground. And after walking for about...
Ask Ash if he notices if there's any footprints or anybody traveling here.
Make another survival check, Ash.
Okay.
Nice.
Ash is able to note a few different sets of footprints. Because of the nature of the rock in this tunnel, you're not quite able to sense how old they are, but you know several people who have walked through here in the recent weeks.
Yeah.
And as
Yeah,
all of you...
I was just gonna say, I'll point out the tracks to everyone.
So we should be aware,
Yeah.
keep our guard up.
Would you like to move stealthily through the tunnels, then?
I'll just hang back and let, like 30 feet ahead, so I don't clink, clink, clink.
Well, I'm gonna clink, clink, clink anyways.
I mean, it might be worth trying to stealth at least. Like, you never really know. It could be worth the shot, even if it's not likely gonna work.
Yeah, sure. I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Alright, yeah. We'll stealth.
Ooh.
40.
Nice.
I think a 15 and a 17 are pretty good for
They're really not bad.
me and
Yeah.
They certainly could be worse.
You're doing pretty good there, Mari.
You too. Look at us.
It's a pretty rough stealth roll,
Like-
even with a disadvantage, I feel like.
With Ash moving even more silent and more quiet than the shadows themselves, a couple other members of the party in their heavy armor are having trouble, but their noise is softened somewhat by the Pass Without Trace spell from Ash. As everyone is slowly moving down the tunnels,
How
you're
close
traveling...
do we have to be to you, Ash, for the...
30 feet.
Oh, 30.
Okay,
I think it's 30. Yeah, within 30.
so I'll stay near the back of that 30.
With Michaelmas springing up the rear a little ways away from everyone else up front, as they're traveling by, they suddenly round a corner and see about 30 feet ahead of them a small bracelet that's in the middle of the cavern on the floor. It appears to be a seashell bracelet.
Oh, no.
I'll whisper to Ori if that looks familiar.
Pretty sure that was Emma's, right?
Make a perception check, Ori. Looking over at it, Ori, it does indeed look like the bracelet that Mari gave to Emma.
I'll pick it up as we pass it, I guess.
As Ori walks forward
Oh,
and reaches
Jesus.
down to grab the bracelet, she's about 5 feet away from it when she sees the blue arcane glyph that's on the ground underneath it suddenly light up. And Ori, I need you to make a dexterity saving
I
throw.
should have known. Good, perfect. Love it. Am I within... Oof. Alright. There go my temporary hit points.
So Ori, you take 21 points of thunder damage.
There goes our sneak.
Yeah, the thunderous energy suddenly erupts up out of the ground all around you. And as your armor of Agathis instantly dissipates, the party hears the loud thunder from the glyph echo down the cavernous tunnel.
I'm an idiot. Oh, that was stupid. That was really stupid.
As you look down on the ground, Ori, it appears that the bracelet was just an illusion.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's
If
even worse.
you hadn't gone for it, Ash would have.
Savage. Great.
All right.
Well, you know what? Heck. I'm guessing there aren't any immediate reactions to any of this that we can tell. Like, do I have a moment to cast Armor of Agathis again?
Yes, you do. Everyone else can make a perception check to see if they hear anything besides the echoing thunder.
I'm gonna cast it at first level.
Well, Ori casts Armor of Agathis again. Everyone else listens closely down the tunnel, but they do not hear anything.
Okay.
Except for the echoes.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts again, and I'm gonna be like searching for thoughts within 30 feet of me.
Question for you, Ori. During this time, do you ever turn your attention to any of your party members?
Oh, interesting. Oh, heck. What would be my morality roll? What would Ori be doing right now? You know what? Ash has been pretty cagey towards us. I'm also still kind of curious about what Corvus is going on. Ooh, that's so tempting. Oh, why'd you ask me that?
As you're thinking about this, you'll suddenly hear the voice of Malum speak in your left ear, saying, "Do it."
Yeah, I'm not gonna like probe either of them, but I will look at Corvus and Ash, I think, yes. For a round each.
So, Corvus, during this time, what are your surface thoughts?
I'm thinking about running down the cavern. sprinting down the cavern. But trying to resist the urge.
Oh, what a lad.
Okay, and Ash.
Ash is just thinking about where could more traps be? Is there any danger coming? Like, where are the exits? Things like that. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
focused on that trap just going off and, like, trying to remain alert to things.
I think when I read Ash's thoughts, I feel kind of guilty, and I'm like, no, I need to focus. I need to be looking for other people's thoughts. I don't need to be reading my own party members' thoughts. This is silly. And I'm gonna focus on, scanning.
Malum will speak up in your mind, Ori, and say, "Come on, you know you want to go deeper," at which Riddick will then say, "Oh, just forget about him."
There are more important things to me right now than uncovering my friend's darkest secrets. The people I trust. Darkest secrets, potentially. Funnily enough.
So how wide is this cavern? Are we single file, or can we be double file, or is it bigger than
It's wide
that
enough
even?
so you can go double file.
That was in my head, BT dubs. I was not responding to the gestures out loud. To be clear.
Okay. But yeah, the cavern is wide enough for you to go double file.
So I think I'll probably be in the front.
I would also like to be in the front.
I'll go right behind them.
I guess I'll be right behind. I'll be beside Mari.
Are you still going to be about 30 feet back, Mickey?
Yep. And since the boom, I'll make sure that I check back regularly to see if we're followed.
Okay, in that case, let's have Ash and Mickey make perception checks, as Ash keeps an eye out on everything in front of the party, and Mickey keeps track of everything behind. Mickey is confident that nobody is following the party behind them. As Ash continues leading the party forward, they're moving forward for about another 10 minutes. When the party looks down on the ground, they see about 20 feet ahead of them this time a small stuffed animal that's on the ground that looks like a sheep.
Are there any rocks on the ground that I could pick up and try to throw at the sheep?
We never got that back to her, right? She was in that. She was
Right,
in the
she didn't have
prison
it.
without it, and then we never picked it up from her place to give it to her, or wherever it had been.
Correct.
Yes, and looking around, Ash, you are easily able to find a few different rocks on the ground.
Yeah, I would like to try to throw a rock at the sheep and see if it triggers any traps or anything like that.
Or if it goes through the sheep, because the sheep is an illusion.
That too.
Ash throws the rock at the sheep, and as it does, you see the sheep itself is also another illusion.
Can I try to look if there's some sort of trap around it?
Yeah, make an investigation check. Looking down on the ground, you see in a 5-foot radius around the illusion, there is a very faint blue-colored arcane glyph that's been added onto the ground.
Everybody stay at least 5 feet away from this thing. There's another
Is there enough room to
glyph
go
or
around?
trap around the sheep.
It's going to be a pretty tight walk to walk around it while
Can you
avoiding the
dispel
glyph.
it, Mickey?
Mickey
It's
uses
120 foot range, so yeah.
Yes, Mickey uses Dispel Magic, and as he does, everyone sees the glyph on the ground suddenly light up with a very bright blue color before it suddenly disappears. The illusion also disappears of the sheep stuffy.
Alright, I think it's safe to keep moving.
The party continues their long trek. They're walking for at least another 10 or 15 minutes. And the party comes across a third item of Emma's, a long black fingerless glove, which was given to her by Alex to use as a spellcasting focus.
Good grief.
I want to try to throw a rock at it again.
Throwing a rock at it, you see that it is also an illusion.
There's a lot of dispelled magics.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's the same thing. 5 feet.
Almost
Stay
certainly.
away.
And you have the slots to dispel this, Mickey? Do we think it's worth it? I mean, it's kind of a lot of damage.
I don't really want to keep wasting spell slots. I mean,
I'm assuming my detect thoughts has run out by now.
Yes, it has, yes.
Okay.
it looks like whatever it is, like an inanimate object, doesn't trigger it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do I have any kind of a sense, like, how far this sound travels from having heard it once before?
Make a nature check
Interesting.
to see if you know how sound would echo through tunnels. You are
No.
not sure, Ori. Unfortunately, you do not have a lot of experience with thunder underground.
True. I don't. Got me there.
Like when I was like, did you say how wide the trigger area is? Can we just scooch up against the walls and?
It's about 5 feet based on the last one. I don't know if this one's the same, but
I dispelled this one.
oh,
With Mickey dispelling this third arcane glyph, the party watches as it suddenly burns up in a blue light and disappears, just like the previous one.
Is it weird to see the magic flash with the dispel magic at all? Is that unique?
Make an
So this-
Arcana check.
I'm gonna ask this to Mickey too, if he wants to make an Arcana check.
So I've been casting on quite a few rifts. Does it work the same as there? Yeah, bad comparison.
Ori,
apparently.
you were really not sure. With Mickey, you don't think it's odd, but you don't have a ton of experience yet with Dispel Magic. But you do know, since there are a lot of different kinds of spells, you think it's not out of the realm of possibility, so it's probably not something to be concerned about, but you're not entirely sure.
Well,
Have faith and we will pass.
alright.
As the party continues on, they round the next corner. As they do, the party sees the cavernous hallway suddenly tightens up, only to roughly 5 foot wide. As the party looks over, the party can see a stone doorway on the end of the hallway.
Oh boy.
So the tunnel narrows to 5 feet and then ends in the door. Is that
Correct.
right?
can I check the area to see if I notice anything that might be a trap on or around the door? Like if I can see a glowing glyph or anything like that?
Yeah, make another
I have
investigation check.
Detect magic wand too, right?
yeah.
Hot dice.
Looking around Ash, you see that there are no arcane glyphs around this door. You also see it appears the door is unlocked.
I'll use a detect magic wand's charge anyways.
With Ori using Detect Magic, just to be safe, you do not sense anything magical on or around the door.
Yeah, there's no spells here.
And you said it's stone, so there's probably no use in trying to listen through it.
Oh.
I mean, detect thoughts can penetrate 2 feet of rock, but I don't know if I want to spend the spell
No,
slots.
save the
or
spell slot.
Source points for that.
Yeah, save the spell slot because regardless, we're going through the door.
True. Can I hold of Eldritch Blast in case there's someone or something on the other side of the door?
Yes, you can.
I'll do that then.
I will slowly open the door.
With Ori holding a spell and Ash slowly opening the stone door, the party waits and watches as the door slowly swings open. And as they look inside, there appears to only be a staircase leading downwards further.
Right.
How far have we come so far, Bats?
You've been traveling at this point for at least 40 minutes.
Okay, pretty far.
Alright, onward and downward.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you think I should? No, I probably shouldn't.
What?
I was thinking about sending to Emma, but I don't want to tip anyone off that we're coming and she might have a reaction or something, or they might be able to read her mind or whatever. So.
Well, and maybe there's some sort of magical barrier too. If the scrying
If we
didn't
couldn't
work.
scry, it might prevent the message going through anyways, so yeah. Scratch that.
The party, one by one, goes down the staircase. After about 20 steps, the party sees the staircase does not end in a rough cavern, but in an expertly carved out, stone-walled area.
Oh boy.
So, given where we set off the thunder, do we think the echoes, the thunder would have rolled this far, or?
Make a nature check.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to figure out when I rolled a 1.
You are not sure, Mickey. It appears that
Twinsies!
you also do not have a lot of experience with thunder underground. As everyone slowly steps into the small square entry room in this area, the party sees a very short hallway on the right with a closed stone door. Over on your left side, this passage which curves around leads to a couple other hallways, and straight ahead of you is a longer hallway which opens up into a larger room. But looking around, there are no light sources inside this area.
Since I have like 120 dark vision, can I see more?
Yes, Ori would be able to see the inside the larger room ahead of you. There appears to be some kind of mural on the wall.
Probably
I'll throw
some
on
sort
my.
of mural to Umbra.
No, I'll make sure I have got my goggles of night on as well. So do we want to go forward then?
Maybe we should listen at this door here real quick.
I can. I take a listen at the closest door.
Make a perception check.
Oh.
Pulled dice.
Unfortunately, you're not having an easy time listening, as it appears Dash is getting a little bit creeped out by this dark underground area with no light at all. He sort of wants to go back up above ground.
Oh.
Do not blame him.
No. Not at all. I mean, so yeah, Ori will say, like, I see a mural, probably to Umbra, I suppose. I don't know. If I kind of go over here just real quick, do I see anything more down these hallways?
Yes, you do. You see, over on the left, the hallway ends with 2 more doors. And over on the right arc, you see there's another much longer
boy.
hallway, which also has a couple other branching off areas.
I'll just listen at these doors real quick.
Make a perception check.
Ha!
You do not hear
Wow.
anything, though.
That is some bad rolling we've been doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night.
I don't hear any, I'll describe like what I saw. Like I didn't hear anything. I think we should try to just go to the mural room first. We can
Yeah.
always backtrack, I guess.
Okay.
Hard to say where exactly we need to go.
Mara, you have dark vision, right?
Yeah, 60 feet.
So I think you should go first. I mean, I've got the goggles, but
Okay.
it doesn't hurt to have a paladin go first.
How far does the room go? Does it go to the edges of my dark? Oh, not that far at all.
The room does not go that far. But as Mari leads the way into this 25-foot square room, they see the ceiling is a surprising 60 feet up above from where you are, much taller than the hallway itself, which is about 8 or 9 feet up. As the party looks all around, they see the entire area of the walls all around you is one giant flowing mural depicting many different dark crashing waves and a few different images of a strange, almost demonic looking figure which Ori would recognize from her most recent dream encounter with Ursa.
Yeah, that's Umbra. Is this? I can't really tell from the map. Is this something?
Oh yeah, looking over there, there is a phrase written in deep speech over there.
Ooh, I know how to read that now.
Oh wow! Look at you.
It appears that Ash picked up a few things about deep speech after venturing through the ghoul and gas-infested caverns with Mimi a couple nights ago. But as Ash is looking at the writing, he sees the phrase, "Those who are chosen will pass the test."
Does anybody know what that means?
I mean, I was told that I was chosen.
Hmm.
So
Wonder what the test is.
If
I
I
don't
like
love this.
touch, if I cast detect magic on like this wall area here, do I see anything?
With your detect magic, you would sense that you do sense magic in the wall. You sense it as transmutation magic.
It does last 10 minutes. Would I still have it last from the last time I cast it, or do I have to cast it again?
From the last time you cast it, I'd say you still have detect magic for another few minutes.
Oh, okay, so then I don't need to use another charge, and I'll just see the transmutation. I'm gonna touch the wall.
Give Ori guidance.
Anything happen when I touch the wall?
Yes, after Ori touches the wall, there are two things which happens. The first thing that happens is everyone sees the wall appear to slowly melt away, leading into another larger cavern. The other thing that the party notice is they hear movement behind them. As all of them turn around, it appears that there are 3 drow who appear to have moved into the entrance chamber of this underground area. So, everyone needs to roll for initiative.
Hey!
Can't we just talk about this?
Good job, Corvus. I like to see.
All we are saying.
Ash, third? Third of us? Right in the middle of the pack?
How the mighty have fallen. Third
Hey.
place in initiative.
I'm at the back of
Ooh.
the pack. I don't want to be first in this case.
Well, you beat all the drow, so that's fine.
That's the important part.
Except for me. Except for this drow you didn't beat.
So while the rest of the party is focused on the magically moving wall, is Corvus who's first to react to the 3 male drow, all wearing dark, studded leather armor and wielding short swords and shields. So Corvus, what do?
I'm going to enter my rage first, and I'm going to move up to the blue guy, and I want to do a shove attack by just putting my shoulder right into his chest and just trying to shove him back.
You got it. So make your athletics check.
21.
That is enough. And with your first attack, running down the hallway, you see a brief look of fear in the drow's eyes before you're successfully able to shove him back 5 feet.
Then I am going to make a reckless attack against blue. Reckless attack using my great weapon master. Let's go big or go home. Oh no, you're in big trouble.
Ow.
49 slashing at 11 radiant.
What?
So good. Welcome back, Corvus.
What?
I do believe that 60 points of damage is the new single attack damage record for us.
Yes, it is.
Holy smokes.
And with the drow still reeling from being shoved back and not having a good footing, Corvus is easily able to stab him right in the center of his chest with his glaive. And as Corvus rips it out, it is clear that drow is now very injured at the moment.
Where did I start my turn? Was it here? Or was it here?
I think it was.
It was
the
there,
second
the
one?
second
I
one.
think it was
Yeah.
here.
So I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I've got another 30 feet of movement. So I'm going to move 30 feet back. I'm going to try and funnel him down the hallway.
With Corvus retreating to funnel all of the drow, it's now Ori's turn.
Ori's gonna stand here, and she's gonna cast Fairy Fire in this little room. Here, basically. So if they all want to make DC 17 Dex saves, yeah. Dang it. Okay, which one's the one that failed?
The one that failed is the red dotted one, the one furthest south.
So I assume I cannot see red.
You cannot see him, no. So while the only drow you can see is the one in the middle, and while the injured one was able to avoid the fairy fire, you do hear movement of other fighters down that room, so you might have hit other ones.
Okay. That'll be all.
With Ori holding out for the moment, it is now Ash's turn.
Okay, I'm going to move on up. I'm gonna bonus action dash so I can get ahead of Corvus. And then I'm gonna try to take, which one got hit by the fairy fire?
It would be this one. We don't actually have line of sight on him yet.
Yep, figured. So I'll just go ahead and try to shoot blue. with my longbow. 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Okay, and I get Colossus Slayer.
Nice.
So it's 16 damage, and then I will hit him again.
Do it.
15 to hit.
15 will miss. While the drow was unable to block your first arrow with a shield, he was able to use a shield to block your second attack.
Alright, and then with the rest of my movement, I'll just sneak back around the corner and get out of the way.
And Mari and I will just wait.
We will wait our turns.
Yes, as Mickey and Mari are still trying to figure out what's going on, it is Ori and Corvus who see a drow man who's lit up in Ori's fairy fire will begin casting a spell, which needs to double check the range on, as it's been a while since he's actually had to cast this. Oh, that's enough.
Uh-oh. Can I try to identify the spell?
Yes, make your charisma check.
Oof.
It's hard to tell from this angle, however, once the 30-foot diameter sphere of darkness hits, you realize that he was casting darkness.
Oh, well, I can see through that.
With that spell going off, everyone in the party is now standing in total darkness. But even despite that happening, Corvus will still hear 2 arrows from crossbows being fired out at him.
With advantage.
Would it be disadvantage?
The advantage will be crossed out with the disadvantage of them not being able to see you, so it'll just be straight rolls.
Good point.
They
The
don't
first
have
one
double
will-
sight.
Yeah, the first one will hit for 6 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Just made it. Woo!
While Corvus is able to resist the poison from the first arrow, you'll need to make a con save again for the second arrow, as he feels both arrows hit one of his legs.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
He's
You
got
have
a great-
inspiration.
At least you didn't fail by 5 or more, though.
Yep, I'm gonna use my inspiration dice because I want to.
Okay?
Ooh.
Oh, come on.
Are you in Mari's no,
No,
No.
he's not. He's just
Nope.
outside.
You know what? Hold on 1 second. Fanatical focus. I'm gonna roll it one more time.
Yeah!
There we go.
Corvus focuses through with his rage guiding him and inspiring him to resist the poisoning effects from the second crossbow bolt. And after those attacks, the drow are all going to move away.
Oh, you coward.
Move away.
The party thinks they hear movement, but they do not know exactly where they went.
Well,
But
I
now-
can see him. I can see through the darkness,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can
That's
see them
right.
move away.
Ori, with her devil sights, can see all the drow ran north down that hallway. So now it is
I'll
Mickey's
shout.
turn.
I'll shout that out. That they're running away to the north.
I don't need to see people, so I'll cast Bless at second level on for people who are making attack rolls. All of you get it, and I will step back to here-ish.
I mean, do we think we should continue forward down this hallway that just appeared to us? Or do we chase these fools down?
Chasing? Are they running?
They seem to be running away. I don't know. I don't really know what their play is here.
No. I feel like we let them go. There's things to do.
Don't think it's a bad idea to just keep going down this hallway I just opened up.
Yeah. I think we keep going. I think they want us to chase them away from the hallway.
Potentially.
They don't want us to go down.
Or they don't want to attack me because I'm chosen or whatever. I don't know.
Emma's the important thing here.
Absolutely. You've got find person, don't you? Well, I guess, but she's blocking divination. Never mind.
If they wish for me to chase them, I'll give them what they want.
But if they want to slow us down from getting what we need, we should not do what they want.
Yeah, let's go after Emma. Let's keep going.
Ash, make sure Corvus follows us.
I can do that.
Before we go down the hallway, I'm gonna shout, towards the west. When I find you, I will feed you your spine.
Corvus, make an intimidation check.
Yeah!
Oh, there we go. Finally, a good intimidation check. Finally.
Off in the distance, you hear 3 clattering crossbows just fall as they run faster.
The party does not hear the clattering of weapons, but they do hear the loud, booming voice of Corvus does echo through the halls, but there is no response. With no response, the party continue on through the revealed hallway.
Yeah.
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 Seems a waste to let Corvus's super Super critical. Just get away. But yeah. And so my bless will stay up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Don't worry, priest. He will die soon
sorry.
enough.
It's only 1 minute, so.
Okay, is Mari going to lead the way down the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mari leads the way. She makes it about 20 feet.
Oh, jeez. I should
when
lead the way.
She realizes there's a pit trap in that hallway. So, Mari, make a dexterity saving throw.
19?
Mari is easily able to step back and avoid falling into the revealed spike-filled pit.
Alright, maybe I should lead the way if, like, the chosen one is gonna pass the challenges.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
I mean, I don't know if that would have stopped the pit trap from revealing, but I don't know. But now that I've said that, can you carry me across the pit with your boots?
Of course. Oh, can I?
Yes you can.
And yes. Anybody else need help?
I'll just run and jump across.
Right?
move up enough.
5 foot jump is something that we can do.
Yeah, I can jump 18 feet with a 10-foot run up, so I think I can clear it.
La-dee-da. Some people
little.
can only jump 8 feet. And they're cool too.
You should do more squats.
I imagine you doing finger guns while you're and they're cool
Excellent
too.
mental image, yes. That is exactly what you should be imagining. Oh, is there any more writing on the walls anywhere?
Looking around here, make a perception check, Ori.
Okay.
You do not see any more writing around on all the walls. You just see several seemingly randomly placed hallways that branch out from where you are right now.
Can you do detect person, Mickey? Or find person or what? Oh, right.
I
I've already talked through this out loud that they probably are blocking divination on her anyways.
And I didn't take that spell today.
Okay. If I say
But
that
you have-
again, just smack me.
I do
I'll just
have
pinch you a
locate
little.
creature.
Yeah. I mean, if you try to locate a half elf, you're gonna find Mari is the thing, I think.
You could name a specific person with
It's a
that.
creature, yeah.
Oh, it does? Oh. Yeah.
But
But
it only
still,
works
I
with-
think divination is blocked on her because we
Okay.
couldn't scry on her. I'm just gonna like look down these hallways. Can I see? Is there a door or something over here?
As you look down that hallway, Ori, you see that that hallway ends in a dead end.
No writing.
Looking around, you do not see anything on the walls.
What about over here?
Over down that way, you see a few different branching hallways. One of them continues at an odd angle in a narrower passageway. The other on your right also continues on and branches out. And up above you, there are even more branches.
Good
Oh
grief.
boy. Should I do some divine sensing
I guess.
to see if there's a direction to go? I don't know how helpful that is, but
I mean, it's probably go east. I'm not sure though.
can we do any kind of like investigation check or perception
Or-
check of like
Survival check from Ash to see if there's any like signs of like a hallway being used more frequently or more recently at all.
yeah.
Like any footprints or anything.
Sure, Ash, make a survival check.
Okay.
You do see several footprints on the ground. A lot of them appear to be pretty faint. You're not quite sure which is the most recent set.
We've been down here for more than an hour.
By this point, I'd say yes.
Okay. So I guess if I was tracking someone, I'd know their exact number, but and how long ago they had passed through the area with Underdark.
Ooh.
So if
Wait,
I can
so-
tell,
Can we double your proficiency then for this survival check you just made?
I mean,
So is that
would be,
19?
19.
Does that get us anything more?
With a 19, I'd say not quite, unfortunately.
Alright.
Okay.
Is he still blessed? Does blessed count for a check?
That's for attack rolls and
Could be.
saving throws.
It would be guidance.
Alright.
Is there any hallways? I know he can't tell what was most frequent, but do any of them look more, most recent? But can you tell anything that was more frequently used at all with the 19? Like, are
I'd
there
say
more?
Yeah, I'd say with
tracks?
19, this narrower passage down here would have been probably the most frequently used one.
Well, let's try here then, I guess.
Okay.
I think we should go back to trying to stealth. I mean, they're obviously aware of us, but I don't know. Or at least, I'm trying to be perceptive, I guess. Try to keep a roll perception check as I go down here.
Yeah,
For, like,
make a
traps.
make a perception check. Sorry, give me 1 second as I reveal more of this very strangely, oddly shaped area which you are about to see.
Yeah, I love it. Oh.
As the party continues on, they see there are a couple of strange alcoves over on one side with a weird, almost trapezoidal shaped alcove straight ahead. Looking over on the first one, Ori, you see there is a dark obsidian crescent moon shaped icon that appears to be sitting in a small recess in the wall over in that alcove.
Is it painted or carved or?
It appears to have been carved out of obsidian and then placed in the wall.
Okay. So it's like in the wall, not on the wall?
It is in the wall, but looking at it, it appears that it's sitting in a recess in the walls.
Okay. I'll touch it. See that anything happens.
Zari moves forward and touches it. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good.
16. 16.
16? Can I use... Wait, can I use inspiration after I know if I fail or not, or do I use it now?
You have to use it now if you'd like.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. I think I can roll better than a 6. There we go, 23.
Feeling inspired by being within Mari's aura, Ori is able to avoid ingesting any of the green poisonous gas that entered into that small alcove. And as Ori reached forward towards that moon, it appears that that weird crescent moon insignia was just an illusion, similar to the objects that belong to Emma that the party saw in the long hallway leading down into this dungeon.
As I see the green stuff like coming out, I like pull her back. Like I reach in and just like yank her by her cloak. Let's not just touch random things.
I mean, it worked on the wall. I don't see anything else going on in the rest of these little alcove thingies.
Going on down here, you see on the far wall at the very end of this hallway, there's another similar crescent moon-shaped indentation in the wall.
So you don't think I should touch it?
Unlike the previous illusion, you see there is not a crescent moon actually sitting in there. There's just a recess that looks like it would fit a crescent moon object.
Find something to put in here.
Like the one we just... That was an illusion.
It was an illusion, yeah. I mean, maybe those cultists we fought would have something that would fit in here, maybe.
Maybe it's just
if I take water out of my water skin with shape water and make it into the crescent moon shape and freeze it and press it in there, does anything happen?
You can try that after everyone rolls for initiative again.
Curses!
Yes.
Okay, still doing pretty good.
We're so spread out in this dungeon.
Yeah, this is a good time to get into some fights. All the way down to 4th, Ash. And now the drow are beating you. All of them.
Wow.
I just want to share the love of going first.
So generous. Thank you. You did that for me? Wow, we really are friends.
I just want to see what everyone else does so I know what to do or not to do. Like, try to grab a rod inside a gelatinous cube. So if someone else does that before me, I know not to do that.
You know what? I can appreciate that.
Not a bad idea.
So while Ori is busy trying to pull out her water skin, trying to use shape water to make the water take on the shape of a crescent moon inside the recess in the wall, is Corvus, Mickey, and Ash realize that the same 3 drow who attacked them before have apparently now come back to attack them once again. With that, the first one is going to run up right in front of you, Corvus. He's going to make 2 attacks with his short sword. The first attack will hit for 10 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage. The second strike, however, will miss, as Corvus is able to step back and dodge out of the way of the first swing. After that sudden set of attacks, is now Mickey's turn.
Okay. I don't have to see them according to Bless, but are they... I don't know how it works around like corners and walls and stuff. Can I...
Because it doesn't say that's blocked by walls, that it's not blocked by walls, so it will work.
So as a bonus action, I bless my friends, and then which one can I tell, does any of them look hurt from Corvus bashing them up before?
Yes, it appears that the one in the middle of all of them, appears to be hurt. Yep. Although Corvus could tell that it appears that he did receive some healing since Corvus attacked him.
So when I bless Corvus, I'll tell him to swing at the red, and then I'll drop Sacred Word on the blue, try and take him down.
Your flame?
Yeah, my Sacred Flame.
Nice!
So 8 slashing damage.
Feeling blessed, Corvus is able to make an extra attack with his magical glaive, and he's easily able to avoid the shield that the drow is trying to use to block and hit the drow for 8 points of slashing damage. And then for the drow who was previously injured, he's easily able to avoid your falling sacred flames.
Okay. And then I will back up to here. Here. Okay. I'm done.
After Mickey uses a couple spells and retreats back away from the action, it is now Corvus's turn.
I'm going to enter my rage again, and I'm going to say, "You were foolish to come back here," and make 2 reckless attacks using Great Weapon Master at red right in front of me.
You got it. 16 will miss, as that
Plus
time the drow was able
blessed.
to use his shield. Oh, you're blessed. So
Blessed.
you need a 2.
Yeah.
That will hit them.
24 slashing and 9 radiant, and I will do the same for my second attack
That hits again.
for another 18 slashing.
Nice.
And I am not backing up this time. In fact, I think I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move here.
Here.
Corvus shows no fear as he runs forward, and even though the drow was able to use his shield to try to deflect the blows, Corvus's pure raw strength was able to just attack with his glaive through the shield. The next 2 drow, seeing Corvus run forward, are both going to draw their short swords and make attacks on Corvus. So first
With
attack
advantage.
with for 7 points of piercing and 11 poison damage. Next attack will also hit for 6 points of piercing and 11 more points of poison damage. Third attack will hit for 5 and 7.
Ooh.
Next one for 5 points of piercing and 13 points of poison damage. While Corvus is raging and is able to resist the straight damage just from the short swords themselves, it appears that all these drow are using poison short swords, just slowly eating away at Corvus's strength. With Corvus surrounded, it is now Ash's turn.
Okay, I'm going to move up here, and then I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on the red one, and then I'm going to shoot at it with my longbow. That's a miss.
Ooh.
And then I will take a second shot. 30 to hit.
That one will hit.
I've got Hunter's Mark, Colossus Slayer, and Sneak Attack. Or 9 piercing plus 15 bonus damage.
The drow standing close to you, Ash, is barely standing as his eyes now darting back and forth between you and Corvus, wondering what to do next.
And that's my turn.
After those set of attacks, it's now at this point where Mori and Ori realize that there's a fight going on down the hallway.
Alright, so I'm gonna do my movement and dash to get 60 feet here. And then I can Misty Step. Can I see to here so that I can Misty Step like to right there?
To right there, yes, you would be able to see to right there.
Okay, I'm gonna Misty Step to get right there, so I'm right in there. And that's my turn.
Mori sprints ahead and Misty steps to get right into the action. He does not have time to make an attack before Ori gets to run down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to dash, I guess. I can get there. And that's, I'm not gonna bonus action. Can I see red at all or no? Can I just see green?
I'd say you just be able to see green.
I can see green and Corvus, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say just green and Corvus.
Alright, I'll just sit here then.
Okay, the drow standing between Mori and Corvus does not know who is the bigger threat, so he's just gonna make one attack on each of them. So first at Corvus. The attack will hit for another 10 points of piercing damage and another 12 points of poison damage.
Can I use my Sentinel?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
That's a crit.
Nah.
So I'm gonna Divine Smite too, at a 3rd level.
Just end him.
For another 32.
Just turn him to dust.
While he is not turned to dust, Mari is able to almost cut him in half with her shining divine blade, splitting the front part of his body, not fully in half, but still falls down.
Who's the most dangerous now?
And with that drow not able to make his second attack, it is now Mickey's turn.
Okay. Oh, nice. And I'll cast Aid and hit Corvus, who's been hit a lot, and Ori. And have either of you two been hit? Ash or
I have not been hit.
Have you been hit, Mari?
I have not been hit.
Okay. Mari's up in the combat more often, so I'll get Mari gets aid with 5 points.
Thank you.
And I'll tell Corvus to take down blue. Plus 1d4.
Yes, plus the 1d4. 19 will hit.
Yeah.
Or 15 slashing damage.
Nice.
With Mickey providing aid to the party, he's able to inspire Corvus to get in an extra attack, which would have missed, but with the blessing surging through Corvus, he's able to once again use his glaive to power through the shield of the drow and still get in some damage. And with that is now Corvus's turn.
I'm going to make 2 reckless attacks using Great Weapon Master against blue. 20,
That will hit.
18 slashing and 8 radiant. Do
The
same
second
thing for
attack
the
is
second.
not needed, as with that one strike, you were able to, much like Mari, take a big uppercut right at his front. While you were not able to split open his chest, he does fall over. He's not getting up anytime soon.
Then I'm going to, you know what, I'll reckless attack Great Weapon Master against green if I can hit him, or I can move up around the corner.
I'd say you would be able to hit him from there.
Okay.
Need a 4. His AC is 18. And
Got
of
him.
course you get a 4.
Oh man. Every
For another
time.
slashing, and because of Great Weapon Master, I reduced a creature to 0 hit points, so I can make a melee weapon attack as a bonus action. So I will make a 3rd attack against green. Reckless attack, Great Weapon Master. Here we go. For 23 slashing.
Despite taking so much damage from the poison short swords of all these drow, Corvus, showing no fear, unleashes a flurry of blows with his magical glaive on the last remaining drow. And despite that, the drow is going to stand his ground, make 2 more strikes at you, Corvus. First one will hit for 8 piercing and 10 poison damage.
Ooh, how are you doing, Corvus?
When has he
how's
ever
Corvus-
answered that with anything but great?
I mean,
Here-
how does
here's-
Corvus look like to me?
Here's how I'm doing. Relentless endurance.
Oh no! Oh jeez. I just feel like Ori might have silvery
That's-
barbs if you could tell.
that's how I'm doing.
Bad.
I'd say you would definitely be able to tell that Corvus is pretty injured right now.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that second attack then.
Okay.
Dang it! I'll give advantage to Ash. I guess that still burns the.
Yes, that still does burn the relentless endurance.
Dang it.
But with Ori giving inspiration to Ash, it is now his turn.
Alright, I'm gonna run up. And then I'm going to take a sharpshooter attack at green. 25 to hit.
That will hit.
That will also do Colossus Slayer and Sneak Attack for an extra 4 damage. And then, yeah, I'll try to Sharpshooter again. Oh, that should have just been a normal attack. 20 to hit.
That still would have hit.
Okay, so that'll do 20 piercing. And then I guess I'll just bonus action dodge.
You can't actually dodge as a bonus action. The cunning action, it's dash, disengage, or hide.
Ah, gotcha. Then I will just bonus action move Hunter's Mark onto him, which I should have done first, but that's fine.
And after those 2 well-aimed arrows from Ash, it looks like the drow is about to run. But it's now Mari's turn.
How's he looking? Is he bloodied?
He is very
Not so
bloodied right
much.
now.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and hit him then. Or try and hit him at least. Ooh, I'm not gonna hit him, but we'll try it again. 21 for 13,
Okay.
and then I'll divine smite him at a first.
Were you blessed?
Well, you're blessed, so the second strike would have been the 16,
Oh,
so roll the
16.
d4,
Sorry.
you need a 2 or higher to hit.
There we go. So that was 10, and then I'm gonna divine smite him as well. For another 9, so 19 total.
How does Mori want to do this?
I think just real, like, quick and easy, just like a slash right into his gut.
Mori wastes no time, and while her first strike was deflected by the shield, with his shield ray, she was able to do a quick counter with her sword going right through the stomach of this drow before he falls over dead.
And then I'm gonna immediately lay on hands Corvus for 20.
And I give him a 4th level cure for 24.
I fear I have lost some blood.
You're no longer full of blood.
Is my armor of Agatha still up?
You have not taken damage since then, right? So it still
Right,
should
but
be
it
up.
lasts an hour, so I just wasn't
Oh, it
sure.
lasts an hour. So I'd
Yeah.
say at this point it would have gone away.
Alright. Oh boy. Well, do any of these drow have like a crescent-shaped thing that would fit into that divot we saw back in that hallway?
Make
Oh,
an
yeah,
investigation
let's go.
check.
Hey, Ash, can you help me out? Or can I help you out looking for a... Will you look for me for a
Sure.
a crescent-shaped something about
Do
this?
the thing!
Hey, can you be our party metal detector again real quick? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You can roll it with advantage since Mari
Sure.
and Ori are sitting around quote-unquote supervising for you.
It's not helping.
I know.
While their
You know.
supervision is not helping you a lot, you do look through their pockets. You do see they have a total of 60 gold on them,
Oh, wow.
but they do not have any large crescent moon insignias besides the small necklaces they're all wearing.
Then I would like to go back to that indentation and try to like make a water one and see if that does anything.
Using
Let's-
shape water to fill that indent with water, it does not appear
And
to
then
do
ice.
anything.
Yeah, okay.
I'll grab one of the necklaces and put it in my pocket.
What is the rest of the party doing as Ori runs down the hallway?
I'd go with her.
I'll stay back here looking down all the hallways.
As you look around over there, Mickey, you do see over on your right, there's another slanted hallway which leads to a doorway. And continuing on, there appears to be another branch of hallways.
Yeah,
Up here?
I'll go up to this corner and see if I can see anything down this hallway.
Alright, as Mickey continues on that way for a moment, he does find a curiously placed dead end. And on the wall in that dead end, Mickey does indeed see a strange obsidian crescent moon-shaped insignia.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything with that. Well, we're this spread out.
With Ash moving on up in the northern direction on what you think is north underground, Ash finds two more strange dead ends, both of which hold the weird crescent moon-like insignias, which is possibly what Ori is looking for.
Yeah.
If I like, are they illusion signias though still?
I don't know, you'll have to figure that out.
Is there a rock we can throw through them?
Yes, finding a rock and throwing... Where exactly are you standing when you throw the rock at them?
Well, I guess if I'm here, I'll try throwing it from here at this first one.
Okay, standing back there and throwing a rock at the insignia, it appears that that one is an illusion.
It is? Alright, then if I stand here...
It appears that one also is fake.
Mari's just like following you closely. She's just like, oh, she's going that way. Oh,
And
she's
then if I
going
stand here...
Oh, she's over here now.
Standing over there and throwing the rock
Here
at
we are.
that... Throwing a rock at that one, you see a second cloud of green gas suddenly appear out of a crack in the wall, which you thankfully were not standing in.
Alright. I guess I could also try Mage Hand to try to pick him up, because Mage Hand would be able to pick it up if it was real, I guess. I could also try that. Yeah, great.
Let's try another one. Keep going.
Can I go try to listen at this door? If I hear anything?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Nice.
You do not hear anything behind that door.
If I look down this hallway... Sorry.
Is the door locked?
The door is unlocked.
Can I open it?
You can open it, and after you open it, make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Nice.
So it's been more than a minute. You're not blessed anymore, anybody? So
Okay.
Yeah.
Opening the door, Ash is quickly able to keep his footing and not fall down into the giant 60-foot deep pit that is behind that door.
If I look north down this hallway here, what do I see?
Looking north, Ori sees more branching off hallways.
Ugh.
Hey, Mickey, don't go down there. There's just a big pit. Very dangerous.
Thank you.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go stand here.
With Ori standing right there, she finds 2 more dead ends, which just seem to be randomly placed inside this area, but one of them does appear to have another possible crescent moon talisman.
Alright, I'll try to pick it up with Mage Hand.
Picking that one up with Mage Hand, you will find 2 things. 1, it is also an illusion. 2, there was a fire trap in that end of the hallway.
Am I in range of the trap or
You're
not?
not in range of the trap, no.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess this way then.
Okay, so if, a lot of traffic down here, they were going into a dead end for...
Well, that's where there's the hole in the wall for a stone,
Okay,
right?
so
But there's
we need
nothing
to-
in it, so we think we need a stone.
We need to find a replacement thingy. Okay.
Like a
That's
real...
Yep, a
Crescent
real
moon.
one. I guess I'll go check out this end.
Good grief.
As Ori continues on forward with Mari quickly and closely following behind, it appears that this dungeon just appears to be a large maze with even more dead ends and passageways.
Oh, we're getting our steps in.
And with the ladies of the party getting their steps in over in that area, Ash double checks the southern area and finds 2 more possible talismans, along with 3 more dead ends. Sorry, 3 more possible talismans inside 3 dead ends.
Yeah, I guess I'll just try to throw a rock or something at it.
Throwing a rock in that insignia, Ash. It appears that that is an illusion that was trapped with a poison gas trap.
I will check the other ones as well.
Waiting for the gas to clear, you pick up the same rock you threw, and it appears that both of the other 2 crescent moons in that area are both trapped in illusions.
Alright. Just more poison gas that way.
Alright. I'm going here.
With Ori getting frustrated with all the dead ends, she continues on and finds several more dead ends, which all possibly have the talisman that she's looking for.
Alright, I'm gonna... From here, I'm gonna try to pick up the talisman with Mage Hand.
That one appears to be fake.
And then I'm gonna go here. Try this one.
That one also appears to be fake.
Here. And that one.
Trying that one also appears to be an illusion.
Here. And this one.
As Ori reaches for that one appears to be an illusion and be trapped with a fire trap.
Here. And this one.
That one also appears to be fake, with no trap, seemingly.
I go over here, and I look down this hallway.
Ori very disappointingly finds it is a dead end with no talisman, fake or otherwise.
Doc.
Okay,
I listen at this door.
Make a perception check. Listening in behind that door, Ori does not hear anything.
Alright, Mari, step back a little bit.
Okay.
I open the door with Mage Hand.
Ori, wasting no time, quickly opens up the door, and inside there is a small 10-foot square room.
I guess I could also cast
if
Detect
she tells me
Magic.
that, I will tell her that one of the other rooms had a 60-foot pit, so careful.
Ooh, thank you.
I guess I'll cast Detect Magic again with my wand. Do I see anything kind of like magical traps in this room here?
Using Detect Magic and looking inside that room, you do not see anything magical.
Okay, then I will go here. Is this a... Oh, this is just a wall. I thought that was a door for a second. Never mind.
Yeah, so that is just a wall.
If I go here, what does this look like?
Looking down that hallway, just appears to be a hallway that wraps around that strange center area.
And
What are we missing?
go here.
How big are the illusions compared to the size of these crescent moon necklaces?
The charms necklaces are only maybe a half an inch large, maybe an inch.
Yeah.
But
The
there is
talisman, the thing you're looking for, it's at least 7 inches tall.
there is a
Okay.
wall with a carved out space in it.
Yep.
Do I see illusion magic on this one?
You do see illusion magic on that one. You also find another door at the end of another hallway.
Do I see any magic that would indicate that it's trapped?
With detect magic, you do not sense any magic on it.
I will listen at the door then?
Make another perception check.
Great. I open the door.
Ori, in her haste, only listens for a second before opening the door and finds another empty 10-foot square room.
No magical traps here?
You do not sense any magic, no.
Do we need to go back to that entrance?
I think we might need to.
Dang it! Yeah, I think we've searched this whole thing now.
Yeah.
Ori only has 10 minutes on this use of detect magic. Can we get back to that entrance with time to spare? Or is that gonna take too much time to get back
I'd say
over?
by the time you get back to the entrance, the detect magic would have ended.
Dang. Alright. I'm assuming we can get back, like, over here without much trouble.
Yes, just let me move the map over.
Time is money. Money is time.
With the party heading back into the entrance room, Ori heads down a hallway with 2 doors. Make a perception check, Ori.
Jeez.
Listening in on both doors, you do not hear anything.
I will on to open them both with Mage Hand.
Ori opens both the doors with her mage hand. And as she does, she waits, and she does not hear anything.
Do I see anything?
Yes, over on your right side, as you open up the door, you see what appears to be a very large armory.
Oh.
You see there are several sets of armor set up on mannequins, and there are a few different racks containing many different weapons.
Do any of them look particularly impressive at all?
All of them appear to have pretty simple designs. However,
Okay.
looking at it, you basically have a dealer's choice on types of armor in here.
Okay. I'm pretty happy with what I got with my, the half plate? Breastplate. And what about down here? Do I see anything to the south of me here?
Yes, down south of you, you find another storage area, only this appears to be the storage area for all the non-weapon items. So you see several different adventurers packs, along with some different sets of artisans tools down here.
And can I look at the ground and see if I can track where these 3 elite, quote-unquote, elite warriors were,
Hey, easy.
going to
I
and
thought they
from?
were pretty elite.
Yeah. They had to be pretty elite to get Corvus down to 1.
It took 3 of them.
Yeah.
Valid point.
Yeah, make a survival check, Ash. You see, it appears that one of them ran down here into the southern room with the non-weapon and non-armor equipment. The other 2 apparently ran north somewhere.
Ooh, healing kits. Are there any healing kits in there?
Looking down, yes, there does appear to be 1 healer's kit.
I'll grab that.
Oh, the 2 ran up this way. Let's see where they went or came from.
Yeah.
As Ash leads the way moving up, Ash sees the first hallway on the right lead into a couple other larger rooms. With your dark vision, you can see there appears to be a pantry of some kind down at the end of this hallway over here.
Any tasty snacks?
Make an investigation check. You do not find anything that Ash would consider to be tasting. There appears to be a lot of mushrooms and a lot of strange herbs and plants you have not seen before. There appears to be a lot of strange foods and wild herbs that are common for underfolk people and people who live in and around the Underdark, but none which Ash has really tried before.
Do you
But,
recognize any of them, Ori?
Do I recognize them?
You do recognize a few of them, yes.
I feel like I would recognize, like, most of them, but maybe not no details on them all, kind of stuff.
No favorites or things that you despise?
I don't really go for Underdark food anymore, funnily enough. Maybe once upon a time would have been excited about a couple of those things, but not really anymore. Do I hear anything at this door?
Make a perception check. And as you're doing that, the rest of the party would see that the room down here appears to be a kitchen of some kind. It does not appear to have been used recently, at least not so far today. But listening in on that door, Ori, you do not hear anything, although that door does feel surprisingly cold.
I take a step back and I open it with Mage Hand.
Opening that door with Mage Hand, you reveal what appears to be the lair's meat locker.
Wow. I'll put some of that in my chest of cooling, or what is it called?
Your chest of preserving?
Yeah, chest of preserving.
Okay, you can add 1 pound of unknown meats to your inventory then.
Can I? Is there any?
Yeah.
That's what I'm writing.
Desperate.
Is there any good mystery meat for Dash to munch on?
Oh, there's plenty for Dash to munch on.
Yeah, I'll just try to find like a small bone of meat and give it to Dash so he can chew on that.
Dash will happily and greedily start gnawing at that bone.
Is there an obvious way that this room is chilled or kept cold, or how the meat survives?
Make an Arcana check.
16.
Mickey guesses that there's some kind of enchantment which is causing a cooler temperature to appear in that room. We're not sure of the specifics. It's also, as everyone's standing around here, where Ori, standing close to the kitchen, does notice there is a door on the far wall in the kitchen.
Yeah, I was gonna go listen at this door.
Make a perception check.
Oop.
Ori does not hear anything.
Take a step back and open it with Mage Hand.
Opening it with Mage Hand, you find 2 things. You find another somewhat narrow hallway along with another door on the far side.
Since I'm already here, I'll just open that second door with Mage Hand without checking it, really.
Not wasting any time at all in opening that second door, you see that the next door appears to open into some kind of alchemical workshop.
Interesting. What do I see down this hallway?
Down that hallway, you find a hallway with a dead end.
Great. What's in here?
As you listen in on that door, let's have everyone roll for initiative.
Ah, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Is that better?
Much better.
The order is restored to the world. Y'all are kind of far away, though.
Kind of far.
And at this point, this is a good time for us to take a break. So let's take a 5-minute break now and have a 8:38. Everyone come back. So as Ori and Mari run off from the rest of the party, does Ash use his movement to run closer?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and then I'll dash as well. Just get up to here.
As you get up to there, you do realize that the room Ori is in does continue on around a corner, which Ori has not checked yet.
Okay, let's see. That was... yeah, then I'll just keep moving. I'll use my bonus action dash and get to the corner so I can see what's going on down the hallway.
As you move further into the room to see what else is there, you see standing in the room is a tall half-orc man wearing dark gray robes. He appears to be just about to cast a spell.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. I don't think I have any other actions left, so...
Alright, Corvus.
I'm also going to dash, and I think if I measured it out correctly, I think I can get right up next to Ori with 80 feet of movement.
Wow.
That is correct,
Yeah, right.
yes.
Right there. So I'm gonna dash and move there. And I can't really do anything else, so I will just hang out.
With Corvus running forward, he stops right as a 20-foot cube of force suddenly explodes, sending weird alchemical liquids flying everywhere within that area, which means Ori and Ash need to make Constitution saving throws.
There we go. Oh.
I'm using my inspiration. I can't get on that one. That's not good.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Still not good.
Better than a nat one.
It's better than a nat one.
Ori takes 15 points of force damage, Ash takes a full 30, and gets pushed back into that wall. And after that sudden explosion of force damage, the half-orc is going to run back and enter into... The half-orc is going to exit through that door.
Hate it when they do that.
With that, it's now Mickey's turn, who hears an explosion down the hallway.
60 feet will get me there, and then I'm done.
Okay, Ori.
So since I was like opening this door and started initiative, is this door open or no?
I'd say yes, that door is open. As you open that door, you see it appears to be another storage room of some kind. It is mostly cleared out, but you do see there are a couple potions left inside of it. They both appear to be healing potions.
Oh, cool. Keep that in mind. I guess I'll run over here and with my free item interaction, can I open this door?
Yes, as you open up that door, you see it is a living area of some kind. It appears that while you do see the bed in the corner immediately next to you, you do see over on the side the half-orc is about to cast another spell.
So I can see this dude from where I am here?
I'd say you actually have to move up another 5
Well,
feet.
that's my full 30 right there, unfortunately. With my action, can I open this door with Mage Hand?
Let me double check something with Mage Hand. I'd say sure, you can open up that door.
I guess I'll do that then. With my action is open up that door.
So using your Mage Hand to open up that door appears to be a lounge area with a couple of couches.
Honestly, bonus action Misty step away.
With Ori Misty stepping to not get too close by herself to the wizard, it is now Mari's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet. I'm trying to see if I can get around the corner a little bit. I think I can only Misty Step to about here. 25, 30. And then I can only just get right in front of him. I think I can only get here from there. So I can't actually attack him.
Correct. Unless you just want to use your action to get right next to him.
Yeah. I'll just get up and just grill.
Nice.
That's my turn.
With Mari Misty stepping and dashing till she's right in front of the wizard, we now go back to Ash.
I'm gonna run up here, and then I'm just gonna try to shoot it around Mari.
Nice.
And then I will get, not Hunter's Mark, but I'll get Sneak Attack
Yeah. Nice.
for 11 extra. And then I will take one more shot. 22 to hit for 9 piercing.
After getting hit with the first time, you see the wizard waves a hand and a blue arcane ward pops up, which allows him to absorb most of that damage.
Hey. That's not nice.
However, that second attack will hit, and it appears that the ward itself was completely destroyed from your first attack.
Okay, and then I guess...
You get Colossus Slayer on that second attack?
You do get Colossus Slayer on the second attack.
On the second one? Okay. Oh, I suppose, since it wouldn't have... Or Sneak Attack?
No, just Colossus Slayer on the second attack.
Colossus Slayer. Alright, 6. And then I guess, as a bonus action, I'll dash and just kind of get out of the doorway.
Okay, Corvus.
Okay, you know what? I don't like wizards. I'm gonna enter my rage, and so that gives me 20 feet of movement right out of the get-go. So that's 15. So 20 would be there, and then it's 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I can get right up next to him.
No, there is a wall right there. You'd be able to stand right next to Mari, though.
Would I still be able to hit him from that spot?
I'd say yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go there, and I am going to make 2 reckless attacks using Great Weapon Master.
Take him down.
Wow, that's not good.
14 will miss. It appears that the attack should have hit him, but it appeared he had some kind of mage armor which blocked the attack.
Wow, again!
Your second
Not
swing
good, you
is
guys.
also deflected off with his mage armor.
Then I am gonna stand right in front of him.
Alright. The wizard has one of his abilities back, so he's going to wave his arms again and force Mari, Corvus, and Ash to make Constitution saving throws.
11.
17.
So Mari takes 33 points of force damage, is pushed 10 feet away from the wizard. Corvus and Ash both take half of that, so that'd be 16 points of force damage.
E.
After Mickey hears another loud boom off in the far hallway, it is his turn again.
Where are you?
Wait. Is that damage from a spell? Would Aura of Warding help with that?
Oh wow.
Yes, actually, that would actually help from that. So everyone takes half that damage. So you, Mari, would have only taken 16 points of damage, and then Corvus and
8?
Yeah, 8 damage for Ash and Corvus.
That helps. Hey, new ability.
That's the first time that's ever mattered.
Awesome.
You have very carefully not damaged us with any actual spell damage. It's almost like you know exactly what you're doing.
I dash and I get up to there, and as a bonus action, then I can bless, and so I will bless 3 people standing there next to our buddy. First level bless, and since Corvus got a bless, he can smack that guy down again if he's got his reaction.
I do, and I will.
That will hit.
For 11 slashing.
And with that hit, he'll use another reaction to create another arcane ward.
How dare he? That's rude. And I'm done.
So now is Ori's turn.
Alright, Ori will go here.
And as you run in
And-
Ori, you see the orc still has a strange blue arcane ward up.
Well, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him.
That one will hit. That one will also hit.
Ugh. Bum damage.
And despite the 2 Eldritch Blasts hitting him, he was still able to deflect all the damage with his ward, although his ward does look like it's almost gone at this point.
That's all.
Okay, Mari, is now your turn.
I'm gonna run up to him and try and hit him a couple times and hopefully get rid of that ward. That's not gonna do it. 23 to hit,
That
9?
one will hit.
and then I'm gonna Divine Smite at a first level for another 8, so 17 total.
His ward has vanished once again thanks to your smite, Mari, as it appeared your sword did break through the ward and did slice part of his arm.
And then I'm just gonna bonus action, use a Channel Divinity, and get one of my spell slots back.
With Mari feeling up to smite the wizard again, is now Ash's turn.
I'm gonna line up my longbow, take a deep breath, and bonus action steady aim to give myself advantage on this attack, and I'm gonna try to sharpshooter between Corvus and Mari. 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, and that will get Colossus Slayer and Sneak Attack for an extra 13.
Nice.
And then I'm just gonna do a regular longbow attack. 29 to hit.
Yep, that
Or-
will also hit.
9 piercing.
This wizard now is looking bloodied, as everyone can see a look of concern on his face. Not fear, but just concern over how he's going to defeat all of you. And with that, we now go back to Corvus.
I'm gonna do it again. Reckless attack, great weapon master. I'm gonna try and hurt him real bad.
That will hit.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure. Or 21 slashing and 6 radiant.
That one will also
And-
hit.
Another 23 slashing. And I want to use my bonus action to try and grapple him so he can't run anymore.
There is no need to grapple him, Corvus. How would you like to do this?
Woohoo!
First slash through the guts, and second slash like across his face, kind of like turning him into kind of like a Pez dispenser.
With the first strike, impaling his glaive within his stomach, Corvus copies Ori from earlier and slashes his throat before the wizard falls over dead.
You said he was a half-orc? He was working with some drow?
Oh wait, he was a half-orc, which means
Oh!
Dang it!
his relentless endurance kicks
Stay
in,
quiet.
and while he should have fallen over, everyone sees a burning look of rage within his eyes, which means if Corvus would actually like to grapple him, you can try to do so.
I want to grapple him so he can't run.
Okay, make your athletics check.
Do we want to try to interrogate this guy?
Unfortunately,
Wow,
the
oh,
wizard
wow.
is able to avoid your grasp.
This dexterous nerd.
Dexterous nerd.
The wizard is then going to cast a spell.
Oh, counterspell.
What level are you using your counterspell at?
Third. That's all I can do.
Okay, make your charisma check.
Ah.
Ori is easily able to counterspell his spell, and after that, the wizard is going to try to run, which means Mari and Corvus will get opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yes,
Get away from that.
Okay, now would Corvus like to turn him into a Pez dispenser?
Well, the second attack, yeah, this time I'm gonna try and kind of cut him, do kind of like a seatbelt cut, like from his right shoulder or from his left shoulder down to his right hip. Just a big old slash diagonal across his torso.
Corvus hits the wizard with a large, painful slash right down diagonally across his front. The wizard falls over for good.
So does he have a big half moon thing on him?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah.
I'm like way far away, so anybody who's
Can you
closer.
check in for a moon?
Sure.
I'll guidance Ash.
Don't need it.
Looking on the wizard, he does not have a necklace or bracelet with a crescent moon symbol. He does have a tattoo, however, on his chest depicting the crescent moon. He also had 10 gold on him.
I would like to go back to that room and find a healing potion.
Yeah, let's who
Going
needs
back
it?
to that
Probably
room,
Ash
you
and
find-
Corvus?
Going back inside the room, Ash, you find there are 2 potions of greater healing.
Oh wow.
Well, I'm just gonna straight up drink one.
Yeah. What is that, 44?
Yeah, 44 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4, okay. 14, okay. That's good. Anybody else need one?
I'm good.
Corvus?
I am quite thirsty.
Yeah, here you go.
Right, Corvus, you
I'm
also
gonna-
get 4d4 plus 4.
Ooh.
Wow.
That is a bummer.
Corvus suddenly
Okay.
realizes why that potion was left there. It appears that one was pretty old.
What if there was like Great Weapon Master, or what is it called? Great Weapon Fighting for healing potions. Reroll the ones.
I'll give you another 10 lay on hands.
Well, these schmucks are worried about their health. I'm gonna open this door with Mage Hand from back here.
Cautiously opening up that door with Mage Hand, you find inside there is a meeting room of some kind with a large square stone table set up in the center.
What if I open this next door from here?
Opening up the next door, you find a very large room.
Good grief.
So you see in that large room, it appears to be surprisingly empty, although Ash, just with his natural ability to track people, can tell that this was likely a common room of some kind, as there does appear to be a lot of footprints going about to and fro. It's also
like
at this
a-
point, before Ash can check over that area, everyone needs to roll for initiative again.
This all took longer than a minute, so my bliss is down, I'm assuming.
Yes, your bless is down once again. So with the party entering into the room, the party suddenly sees 4 armored gray-skinned dwarves pop up out of doors on the far end of the hallway. And the first to react is, as is normally the case, Ash.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action cast Healing Spirit. And I want to put it kind of right here below Ori. And then I'm gonna walk through it. And as I walk through it, I get a d6 of healing.
Nice.
Mark down how many times it's been used. And then I will just kind of move through it and up to the top here. And then I'm just gonna shoot the green dude right in front of me with my longbow. 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
For 13 piercing, and then I will try to hit him again. 19 to hit.
19 will just barely miss. While you're able to surprise him with your first arrow, he's able to get his shield up in time to deflect your second one.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay. Corvus, who is in what used to be the wizard's supposed living area, Corvus hears a fight starting outside.
Well, if it's a fight they want, it's a fight they will get. This is not good, you guys. I'm gonna burn my last rage, which will give me
the blue thing.
yeah, which will give me 20 feet of movement. So I should be able to get to this spot here, if I did my math right. Then I'm gonna make 2 reckless attacks against blue.
You get 2 healing.
With Corvus running forward, raging once again, and getting a little bit of healing through Ash's healing spirit, he gets to make 2 reckless attacks.
24?
That one will hit.
Or 10 slashing and 7 radiant, and I will do the same for the second attack.
27 will hit again from their 14
Or
points of
Another
damage.
14 slashing. And I don't have any movement, and I use my bonus action, so I'm done.
Despite those 2 dwarves wearing thick plate armor and wielding shields, they're unable to block the attacks from the Bash Bros. And after seeing Corvus sprint out of the room, it is now Mickey's turn.
Hey! So, with the doors in the corners, 5, 10, 15. Can I get to here?
With 25 feet of movement, you would be able to get there, yes. Actually, no, it would be 30.
30.
But yes, you would be able to get right there.
As long as I get there, that's fine. We will do another bless on Corvus, Ash, and Ori, I think. You're making a lot of attack rolls, right, Ori?
Yeah.
And I'll tell Corvus to bash blue again and take him out. And then that was with my bonus action, and then I'll call down Sacred Flames on that same guy.
So not only does that Dwargar take an extra attack and hit from Corvus, from the pain of Corvus' strikes, he's unable to avoid Mickey's falling radiant sacred flames.
Finally. Then I'm done.
And with that Grey Dwarf now bloodied, Ash sees a different Dwargar wearing leather armor run up, and as that Dwargar points at Ash, Ash needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
My favorite kind of saving throw. 19.
Nice.
As Ash feels this strange controlling effect, Ash feels this strange evil urge to fire an arrow at Corvus, but Ash is able to resist and stay true to himself, causing that Dwargar to yell out in anger. After that, the Dwargar that was hitting Corvus is going to use his bonus action. He hits his hammer against his shield and lets out a loud battle cry, as the party then watches his form suddenly grow to twice his height, and with him enlarged, he's going to take a swing. He's actually going to make 3 attacks with his hammer at Corvus.
With advantage. Oh,
with
boy.
advantage.
Oh jeez. Okay.
That first one will hit for 13 bludgeoning and 6 points of psychic damage. Sorry, ignore the second damage roll. That was a misclick. The second attack will miss. The recoil from the pain on the first strike actually helped Corvus inadvertently avoid the second strike, along with the third as
Dang,
well.
I should have silvery barbs that first attack.
There's probably going to be more attacks.
True enough.
You like plenty of opportunity.
I would get my reaction back right after his turn, so.
After making those 3 attacks, the Warlord is then going to make out a loud battle cry and allow his 3 allies to make weapon attacks. So first,
Good grief.
the one standing right next to him is going to throw a javelin at Corvus.
Using my emblem makes it not a crit.
Yes, that'll be 7 points of damage from that javelin. Corvus has been in enough fights. He knows that should have been a more painful javelin strike than how it felt. The Mind Master is going to throw a dagger at Corvus.
Silvery barbs? Dang it. I'm giving myself advantage.
Even while his mind was distracted by Ori's silvery barbs, that Grey Dwarf was still able to hit Corvus for 5 points of piercing and 9 points of psychic damage. The last Dwargar is going to use his reaction. He does not quite have line of sight on Corvus, so instead he's going to throw a javelin at Ash.
Oof.
Which will hit for 9 points of piercing damage on Ash. After all the Grey Dwarves get in their attacks, it is Ori who's next to go.
Alright, I'm going to... Now I'm second guessing myself. I'm gonna tax blue, and I'm gonna give, I think it's disadvantage. Yeah, disadvantage on strength checks. And I'll go here. And I'm going to attack with green flame blade at advantage.
That will hit.
And then the green fire is going to jump over to green for an additional 9. Oh, and the hex damage on, the hex damage on blue is 3. Got it.
The enlarged Dwargar is very clearly bloodied, and even was before Ori attacked him. But as the green flames of the attack dance around him, some of them do shoot off to the other plate armor wearing dwarf next to him, as he lets out a short grunt of pain from that attack. The dwarf who got the second damage from a green flame blade is going to move up, and seeing Corvus as the biggest threat is just going to make attacks on Corvus.
With advantage.
First one will hit for 13 bludgeoning and 3 points of psychic damage. What's her HP at, Corvus?
20.
Alright. Second attack.
Silvery barbs. Advantage to Mari.
Ori tries silvery barbs again, but this Grey Dwarf, just like the previous one she cast on, is still able to focus through and hit Corvus another 8 bludgeoning and 6 points of psychic damage. With his third attack, will also hit for 9 bludgeoning and 8 points of psychic damage.
Jeez.
I'm down.
And after that third strike, Corvus falls down unconscious on the ground. And after Corvus falls, is Mari's turn.
Do I heal him or do I hit something?
My guess is if you step forward to hit, I mean, I give you advantage, so I think you should use it to hit blue. And
Yeah.
I think orange would go for me or you, and then Mickey will go right after Corvus.
Okay. And somebody has disadvantage on
Blue is disadvantage on strength
checks, not saving throws?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I'm still, okay. I'm gonna run up here, and I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite as a bonus action, just in case this works. I will throw it in the air. So if I hit him, he has to do a strength saving throw. But first, I will try and hit him.
Yeah!
So that's a crit. Okay, so he takes the 9 plus the 8 plus. Oh yeah, he
Plus
has to do
another
the strength
46 thunder damage.
Yeah.
He has to do the strength saving throw though.
The damage is regardless of the stroke.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do 4d6 under damage.
Nice.
So another 16 thunder.
Mari,
And then I might-
Mari watches as he fails his saving throw against the Thunder Smite because he's dead.
Yay!
And that smite was enough to kill him, as his body shrinks and shoots back 10 feet away from Mari.
Cool. Cool. So then I'm gonna turn and hit the purple guy.
You got it.
Hopefully. 22 to hit
That will hit.
for 8. I'm running dangerously low on spell slots. But you know what? I'll still Divine Smite. For another 7, so 15 total.
Mari runs up, and with 2 divine smites, one of which booms out and echoes in this chamber, almost deafening everyone. The Dwargar, who was enlarged, falls. However, the next one will run up, and with his bonus action, let out a loud war cry and enlarge himself as well. After seeing what Mari was able to do, he's going to make 2 attacks on Mari.
Haha!
Oh, so close.
Despite him completely whiffing just above you as he hit just a little bit too late as he was enlarging to miss. The second one, even with his short sword enlarged with him, it slams down right on your sword, Mari, but you're still able to deflect and block his attack.
You'll get it next time, buddy.
With him cursing back at you in a language which you do not understand, Ash understood it though in deep speech. And speaking of Ash, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna bonus action move my healing spirit to right on top of Corvus, so that when he starts his turn there, he'll get a d6
Nice.
of healing. And then I'm just gonna start firing on the very, very large orange guy. 19 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
For 8 piercing. I don't think he's been... Well, I get sneak attack on it.
You get sneak attack, but not Colossus Slayer.
Yep. So 11 damage there, and then I will shoot him again. And I'm blessed. Am I blessed?
Yes, you are blessed. You need a
You're
2 or
blessed.
higher. So
Three.
that one will also hit.
And then this time I do get Colossus Slayer. Or 16 more damage. And that's it. Not gonna move.
That's a sweet turn.
The Dwargar, who just enlarged himself, let out a fierce war cry with a confident, arrogant look on his face, which has now completely been removed thanks to his first 2 attacks missing, and him now being bloodied from Ash's arrows. And now, Corvus opens up his eyes and finds himself lying on the ground in the chamber with 4 hit points.
I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna make 2 reckless attacks against the big guy.
Get
Of
him!
course you're reckless. Of course you did.
Yeah!
Yes.
Kill him! Whoa!
That's 45 points of damage. That is plenty. As Corvus suddenly rises up, the Dwargar has barely enough time to turn his head and look at Corvus before the half-orc is able to cut him down. As that half-orc falls, he shrinks down to his normal size.
Then my second attack will be against green, and since I crit, I can do an attack as a bonus action, so 2 more reckless attacks against green. Or 9 more slashing, which seems kind of underwhelming, but that's okay. And then another 11 slashing, so 20 total against green.
Corvus sees a look of surprise in that Dwargar's face from Corvus suddenly standing up and still attacking with the same ferocity that he had before he went down. And with Corvus showing no fear, we now go back to Mickey.
I'll come up to here. I can see both of them. I will cast Hold Person at 2nd level. At 3rd level. So I can cast 2 of them. So I need Wisdom save of DC 17 from each of them. And Bless has dropped, so.
Ooh.
So it appears that the leader, the one wearing the plate armor, is unable to avoid becoming restricted by your hold person. The one in the leather armor, is able to resist the effect, however.
And that's an enchantment, so I did that as a bonus action, and then I'll call down the Sacred Flames on green, and since he's paralyzed, he can't make a dex save, so there.
So he automatically takes 10 points of radiant damage. With that damage, he is now officially bloodied.
Nice.
As he's standing there in fear with his eyes darting around, watching all of you, as he's trying to break out of the effect.
Can I take 2 more steps and get here?
Yes, you can.
That's what I'll do then. And I'm done.
The last dwarf who is not paralyzed, Mari, Mickey, and Ori all watch as his body suddenly shrinks to half his size and he reduces himself before he suddenly turns invisible.
Rats. Take down the held guy while he's held.
With him disappearing with his invisibility, it's now Ori's turn.
So it's advantage on the green now because he's paralyzed.
Correct,
Yep.
yes.
So I'm gonna bonus action move my hex over to green, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Both Eldritch Blasts will hit.
Nice.
I mean, I guess I'll give him disadvantage on strength checks again, and that'll be all for me.
Withhold person is at the end of his turn. He makes a save.
I believe so.
I expect him to be dead, so he doesn't make any saves.
Well, currently he's still bloodied.
At the end of each turns, yes.
Unfortunately for him, he's unable to break out of your hold person spell. So now we go back to Mari.
Well, I can't see the little guy, so I'm gonna, I guess, move and hit green. Wait, is that advantage?
Yes, you have advantage.
I'll just roll another one. I'll use the damage for the first one if it happens. But it's not gonna happen, so that's fine. So that doesn't hit. I will try it again. Ugh. Going terribly.
They'll also not hit. It appears that Mari, in her haste, runs forward and accidentally hits the shield that's limply hanging in his arm on both of her swings.
My turn.
So now we go back to Ash.
Sharpshooter at green. 26.
Yes. How would Ash like to do this?
Yeah.
I just aim for like a gap in his armor and just dig the arrow right in there.
Can I run down here and see if either is what I see down this hallway? Is that little guy still around somewhere?
Orvis, you get one more hit point.
After Ash fires a perfectly aimed arrow, Mickey wastes no time before he tries to find the dwarf that shrunk. Make a perception check, Mickey. Mickey looks down that hallway and tries to listen to that dwarf, but he does not hear him.
Does the hall end there?
Yes, there appears to be 2 doors there.
I'll run down and stand by this door, so that if the guy goes through it, I'll know where he is.
Just be sure to take that last 10 lay on hands. And then it's this door down here is the new one we just saw.
Yes. Well, you would have seen it before, I just didn't have it revealed quite all the way.
Okay.
I want to check these bodies for any crescent moons.
Alright, make an investigation check.
22.
You see all of them have crescent moon tattoos. You also see that they have some coin on them, which totals to 30 gold.
Hey.
Not when Ash is checking out the body of Blue, but I would like to open up this door with Mage Hand.
Waiting for Ash to check the body, Ori opens up that room, and inside there appears to be a large room with another giant dark black and very dark gray mural set up that encompasses the entire walls all around.
Is there any writing on the wall?
There is. Looking inside, you do see a deep speech phrase that's written on the walls. On that wall, it says, "Strength is earned."
I relay that information.
Doesn't really mean anything to me, unfortunately. Are there, like, any depictions of feats of strength or anything in this mural?
Looking at the mural itself, it does not actually show a lot of feats of strength. It just shows a similar wave crashing down on a city. You do see there does appear to be a couple people, quote-unquote, riding the wave, but you do not see any depictions of what you typically see of strength, like no one lifting up anything or anything like that.
I want to go back here and check. Is this like a pillar, or is this like an altar or table?
Yes, there does appear to be a column, actually.
Okay.
And looking over that direction, you do actually see in both of those alcoves there appears to be more murals set up and small shrines set up around the columns. You see, in the room closest to you, there's another deep speech phrase which says, "Those who learn, earn."
Okay, so we need to learn.
And the one on the left says, "Those who strive, survive."
I want to loop back around, just check out this last hallway.
Checking out that last hallway, Ash finds there are several small rooms. It appears that that area was the main living quarters for the people who were living inside this lair.
And I do not sense. Can I, like, try to check the doors carefully and sense if there's anybody in there?
Yeah, make another perception check. You don't think there's anyone in any of those rooms.
Okay. Good enough for me. I'll just kind of head back to the rest of the group.
No black crescent moons anywhere, huh?
No, but I'll tell everyone about the other 2 phrases.
Do you think the 3 crescent moon necklaces we found on those other ones like form a big crescent moon
I
for the thing?
doubt it. Based on the description of the one we're looking for being, 7 inches or whatever,
Oh, they were
approximately,
like an
and
inch.
the other ones are like an inch. Seems unlikely.
We could enlarge the crescent necklaces like the Durgar enlarged themselves. Well, I guess we might as well check these last doors.
Yeah.
We want to try to synchronize opening them.
I
If
recommend
it's the
sitting
same
back
room,
and just
I don't
letting
know.
me open it with mage hand. Personally.
Yeah.
Go for it.
With everyone stepping back, and Ori using her mage hand to open up one of the doors to this room, the party finds one more mural room.
Well, folks, I'm stumped.
I'm
Any-
gonna touch the mural.
Yeah. To say, is
Down
there
here
any
in the
language?
southwest, it looks like there's a door that we didn't get.
Yeah. Hang on. As Ori puts a hand to the mural and waits a moment, nothing appears to happen, although
Alright.
both her and Ash do see a deep speech phrase on the wall.
What's it say, Ash?
Now, that phrase says, "Shadow shall not be feared."
Well, I have an idea, but is there a door we missed?
Back by the entrance in the southwest.
Oh, right back there. Yeah, we should go back there.
I'll check on Dash, make sure he's still chewing that bone.
Dash
Opening
is
it.
exactly where he was before, still happily chewing the bone. In fact, it appears that the party left the door open on the meat locker and he started chewing out a couple other bones too.
That's fine.
Yep, he's good.
I will open this door with mage hand.
With Ori opening the last door down underneath, the party sees it is a rather large alcove which has a small stream of water that appears to be running through, that came in through a crack in the wall and appears to exit out of another crack on the far side.
How deep is the water?
It's not that deep, maybe just a foot deep.
Is this a crack we can squeeze through, or is it really small?
It's pretty small. It's maybe a foot wide.
Is it shallow throughout this whole little area?
Yeah, it's only maybe a foot deep and a foot wide. The pool
Sorry, so
there
it's-
is a little bit wider, but most of the stream it's only about a foot.
So it's flowing east to west. Sorry, that's how it's flowing.
Yes,
Or
it's
west
flowing
to
east to west.
All right, I'll just use shape water to freeze the water here, and just drain the water out of the room just to see if there's anything.
Azori freezes the water where it's entering and waits. There does not appear to be anything in the stream.
Well, okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
I could go back to that room where it says "Shadow shall not be feared," cast darkness, and try to contact the collective, the nightmare, and ask it
That-
to show me the way to.
I mean, that seems like a terrible idea.
Well, I thought you might say that, but I also wanted to put it out there since we kind of at a dead end right now.
Riddick will speak in your right ear, Ori, and say, "Yeah, I don't know if that's such a great idea," but Malin will speak in your other ear. I mean, there's nothing bad that can happen that hasn't already happened to her, right?
Yeah, already died twice.
You say that out loud.
Yeah, I'll say that one out loud.
What?
Oh, I mean, the worst has already happened, right? So,
No.
Okay.
So, Ash, you just listened. You didn't look in the rooms. Now that we're all around here, maybe let's check out.
Man.
With Mickey opening all the rooms, it appears that each small room has a bed and nothing else actually in there besides some random clothes that are just strewn about.
Well, I'm just gonna go touch the other two murals just to be safe. That were over here, up to the northwest.
Ori touches the other murals, but as she does and waits, nothing seems to happen.
Well, I wouldn't mind taking a little bit of rest if we're at a dead end anyways, and this place seems pretty cleared out. Anyone have any thoughts about that?
Is there anything on these pedestals?
It does not appear to be anything on. Those are not pedestals, they're columns that are rising up to hold up the ceiling.
Oh, they go all the way to the ceiling. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could afford at least a short rest. What time, like, how long has it been now? Like, what time is it now?
By now, I'd say it'd be late afternoon, possibly early evening. It's a little hard to tell down here.
Yeah.
If we're gonna take a short rest, is that the plan now?
I also don't necessarily want to be stuck down here, like, overnight.
Alright, I don't think we should do a long rest. Is this place lit up at all, or is it all dark?
There's total darkness, no light down here at all.
Okay.
Alright, I think a short rest.
If we're gonna do a short rest, I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to get a level 1 spell slot back.
So who's hurt? We're gonna do a short rest. I've got another healing that I can do because I'll get a spell slot back.
I'm at 52 out of 78.
I'm doing great. I'm at 71 out of 83.
I think Corvus is the one that needs
Yeah.
it
Or
the
you got
most.
Corvus, right? Corvus has
Give
Corvus.
everything you got to Corvus.
True.
So I think I have the 2nd level cure wounds to give him that I'll get back, and then I'll give him another 2nd level cure wounds.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we still kind of do watch while we're doing a short rest? Kind of like with a long rest, you can do watches.
We can have everyone roll perception checks during your short rest to make sure you keep an eye out for the last Dwarf Guard to return or anyone else who wanders in.
Oops, that's a 10. Didn't mean to have that on again.
After an hour, the party does complete their short rest, and everyone can roll for hit dice for healing if they'd like. And during the entire short rest, the party does not actually see or hear anyone else inside the dark, creepy dungeon.
I want to go back to where
I'm gonna roll for some hit dice.
Yeah, me
Good
too.
idea. Oof.
Great.
I'm gonna roll just one.
Nice.
Wow. They just keep getting worse.
Should be good for now. Hopefully.
I'm completely out of lay on hands, so you can't go down again.
Get my warlock spells back. And I am back to full.
I want to go back to where the guy turned invisible. I want to see if I can look for tiny tracks, I guess. We saw him get
Nice.
tiny.
Can I give you some heavenly guidance?
Sure, make a survival check.
Do you get to double your proficiency because we're in the Underdark?
And with guidance, and if I double my proficiency, that gets me to 30.
So now take the moment to try to focus on the tracks on the ground. Ash is able to find a very small set of tracks of boot prints, which you are pretty sure from the reduced Dwargar. Following them for a moment, it appears that he snuck around all of you and ran out of this area.
How far can Ash follow them?
Ash can follow them to, if you go down to the lower right part of the map, over to the stone door over here, which apparently is now locked.
Which storm door?
The lower right, I'm pinging it on the map.
Oh, the lower left.
Oh, sorry, lower left, my bad. Left, right.
Interesting. And it's locked now?
Yes.
He's run away.
Great.
From these illusory half moons we've been seeing, can we tell what kind of material they're supposed to be made out of at all?
All of them do look like they're made out of obsidian.
Obsidian, right. Ugh.
What if we just go back and punch the hole where we feel like we need to enter in the half moon?
Did you ever get to try your shaped water?
I did. It didn't do anything.
We didn't ever actually just try and push it like a button either.
I mean, I touched it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I messed around with the...
And yet you didn't find out.
And yes.
I've got a crazy idea. I mean, Ori kind of had the idea, just going in this room and shouting, "I don't fear you, shadows."
Well,
See if anything happens.
Is that room is also really dark? Everything's dark?
Yeah.
There is no light sources at all in this area.
What if you create light so that creates shadows?
Yeah, Mickey, can you
interesting.
like light up something in here?
I also have dancing lights. I'll
Sure.
Or that?
make
Whatever.
dancing lights to cast shadows. Does that do anything?
Using dancing lights to create shadows, you wait for a moment, but nothing appears to happen until Riddick and Malum will both laugh in your ears as you hear a mix of the sound of their laughing along with the jingle bells on the jester hats. And then Riddick says, "You know, you look kind of ridiculous right now."
Takes one to know one, doesn't it? I want to go back to this inset in the wall, this hole in the wall, and I want to like shape some ice into the correct shape again, but then kind of hold it back and use dancing lights to cast a shadow into the crescent moon shape hole in the wall.
Using shape water and dancing lights, you are not able to get a reaction or make anything happen in that wall.
I was looking through my inventory. I have an obsidian rock. It's not shaped like a crescent moon.
I don't have any stone shape or anything though, unfortunately. Anyone any
Because
good?
at this point, Malum will speak in your ear, Ori, and say, "You know, instead of wasting time with the ice stuff, you could actually, like, try to find the thing that's supposed to open the other thing."
What do you think we were doing scouring this whole freaking complex? Huh?
I mean, how long did it take you to, like, sprint through the entire areas? You actually, like, take the time to investigate? No, you just sort of, like, sprinted through, like, oh, a bunch of fake things.
Fine. This is where the hole was, right?
That was the 60-foot deep pit, correct.
If I send a dancing light down the pit, do I see anything in the pit?
Down the bottom, you do see a few skeletons, along with some very dusty weapons and armor.
Does anyone have locate object?
No.
Don't have it memorized today, but if we do a long rest, I could get it.
What about the other? That wasn't really a pit, but the other thing we jumped over. If I look down there with my dark vision, do I see anything down there?
Make a perception check.
14.
Looking down inside, you don't actually see anything in that pit.
Were there any crescent moons in any of the murals?
All of the murals had a very prominently displayed crescent moon that was painted within them.
I wonder if, I don't suppose we could rip it off the mural. I don't know.
The tattoos. What if it's the tattoo? Don't they all have tattoos?
Need to press the tattoo to the wall?
Maybe.
But, I mean, if there are, like, decoy crescent moons, there might be a real one that looks like that. Hey, Corvus, you want to drag one of those bodies over here and press their tattoo to the wall?
Absolutely.
Or
I will
just-
do that.
We have knives.
Yeah.
Ew, just drag the body.
I'm gonna prop up one of them chest first.
Corvus, dragging the dead bodies of all the tattooed cultists down here, will one by one press all of them up to the crescent moon shaped indent, but none of them will cause anything to happen. It's at this point, Riddick and Malum will both speak in your ear, Ori. Riddick will say, "You know, weren't there a couple random empty rooms back somewhere that had like nothing in them?"
Are you talking about... I don't remember.
Were they
Probably.
the ones up here?
I mean, yeah, I guess we can start looking in these empty rooms. Like, there's this one over here, right?
Check the floor first.
If I cast... I guess I can cast Detect Magic and then start investigating as many of these rooms as I can while I have Detect Magic going.
Ori, make an investigation check. Ash, also make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm so good at this. Wow.
Ori, with her detect magic, does not find anything. However, it is Ash who actually enters into that room and realizes that there is a false wall
Ooh. I want to see what's behind it.
right there. Opening up the false wall, it reveals a small hidden room with an obsidian crescent moon that's roughly 7 inches tall. It's at this point, after Ash does Ash grab it?
Oh yeah, if it looks
you
real.
test if it's fake, right, first?
Yes.
I'll just grab it.
Ash just grabs it and it appears to be real, but after Ash walks back over and brings it towards Ori and explains what happened, Riddick and Malum will both burst out laughing within Ori's head You just be like, oh, you totally got duped there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm bad at investigating things. Who knew? Who would have thought? I'm not very good at looking for things. It's not in my wheelhouse. You got me there.
No.
I'm so flattered you think I'm good at everything. Really? After all this time together, do you think I'm that good?
No,
That's really nice of you to say.
We don't think you're awful. We think you're great. We think you're awesome. You're the best mine we've ever been in, despite the weird death-eating shadow thing.
And how many mines have you been in?
There's a long, awkward pause before Rudik says, you know, there are other ways to investigate besides detect magic. And Milam says, yeah, you gotta make sure to look for all the non-magical stuff, too.
Ori, do you wanna
Yeah,
do
I
the
guess
honors of
I'll
opening it up?
I'll put the crescent moon in the wall.
Is that where the party is gonna stand during this?
Well, I'm assuming Ori has to be here to get the crescent moon. Well, I mean, I could do it with mage hand, I guess, from like back here.
I'll stand wherever the most people are still within my saving throw.
I can't get there. I'll stand back here and I'll keep swinging my staff to try and hit the tiny invisible thing.
Okay, using her mage hand, Ori places the real crescent moon talisman inside the wall, and after she does, Ori hears a loud click before a shadow suddenly drifts out of a crack in the ceiling, which grows and envelops Ori's entire sight. And as it does, she suddenly feels this cold, chilling sensation slowly drain out her life as she's having trouble breathing before everything turns to black. The rest of the party does not see or hear any of this. They just see Ori have trouble breathing before she falls down unconscious at 0 hit points.
Great.
Cure wounds. Amount of lay on hands, so cure wounds. So 14 total.
Ori suddenly finds herself lying on the floor of this dungeon. As she looks up, she sees Mari just healed her for a moment. As Ori sits up, she realizes there's something in one of her hands. As she looks down and opens up her hand, there's a small, dark-colored crystal, which almost looks like there's a strange, flickering shadow or flame inside of it.
What happened?
So nothing changed about the wall?
As everyone looks at the wall, it appears that the Crescent Moon Talisman is now gone.
Everything went dark and I passed out. I don't really know what happened. I got this though. Can I like try looking through it? Does it look different if I look through the crystal?
As you look at it, it does not appear to do anything. You just see the weird flickering movement inside of it.
Can you identify this, Mari?
Yeah, so I'll use the wand.
Using the wand of identification on the crystal, you see, Mari, that it is a planar shard. And you also find that there are certain things about this shard which you're not actually able to identify.
Whoa. Okay, we're getting out of here. We're gonna use the helm. And I'm gonna teleport us back outside. We're done.
Are you going to try to find Dash
Emma!
first?
Yeah. Call Dash. I forgot he wasn't with us.
Mari, Emma...
She's not here.
Dash will suddenly come running up, barking, and will lay at your feet,
Okay,
Mari.
if we've got the teleportation helm. I've got locate creature, so I'll cast locate creature, and I'm looking for Emma.
Casting the spell, you wait a moment right after you finish casting the spell, and you do not sense Emma within 1,000 feet of you.
I don't remember what all I have. I'm attuned to. I got Blood Will Vial. Oh, I had something else besides the dice.
Okay, whatever. Are we all willing? Let's go. Done here.
Yeah.
And with Mari teleporting everyone out of the dungeon, we're going to end the episode here.
Alright.
That was a rough one. Didn't I say at the beginning it was going to be a long night? Didn't I say that?
You're right.
did, and you were correct, sir.
I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket because apparently I can predict the future, and I predict that I will not win.
And you rolled a
Wow.
bunch of crits too, so you're on a
Well,
roll.
thanks, Jacob.
Yeah.
Great
sorry.
session.
I know you guys got really frustrated about the maze in the dungeon area, but you guys just basically used detect magic and sprinted through. Didn't actually really take the time to investigate besides just finding illusions.
Well,
No.
Ori has a -1 at investigation, so I don't know what you want from her.
I was just hoping that one of the things was actually real, and it was just a matter of finding
I
the
know.
right one.
It did kind of feel like it was gonna be that.
I
Yes.
kind of got suckered in and didn't think about what the other options could be.
And I'm gonna call that a character choice with my 8 intelligence.
So thank you, Jacob.
Or 9.
Yeah. Great session.
Yeah, good session.
Yeah. Thanks everyone.
Jacob.
All right. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We will see you next week.